Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me in this new episode of the Twilight Zone. Okay, so finally today is the very last episode of the viewers list. Today's turn is for season 2 episode 28, Will the Real Martian Please Stand Up? Again, I do not watch any spoilers or any information of the episodes until after I watched it. For today's episode, I had to use different lamps to illuminate the background because I had to uninstall the little strips. This makes a lot more hassle when I set everything, but I hope it looks okay. So this is just a heads up, it's not gonna look like this all the time. Oh, this sounds again like Alien.
Whatever it is, it'll be under the ice till next spring.
A meteor or something, probably. Checking out a report on an unidentified flying object.
There are footprints up here. Looks like they got out of whatever landed.
There appears to be some evidence that... Well, we will call you back.
Something left that pond, went over to the diner.
Okay.
They've got to find a Martian in a diner. And in just a moment, you'll search with them because you've just landed in the Twilight Zone.
Okay. I like this. Okay.
The bridge up ahead has been declared temporarily impassable. Ice floe stacked up against it.
Looks like you're kind of marooned. Till morning. I've got to be in Boston at 9 a.m.
You might as well all get comfortable and get a little hot food in you.
That's fine, isn't it? Get comfortable and get a little hot food in you. That's precious little consolation for missing my meeting in Boston. They care so much about their schedules, don't they?
They have no control over the snow, bridges, the sides of hills that decide to come down. That's pretty much out of their hands.
You got a passenger manifest?
Passenger manifest? Mister, that's a 14-year-old bus and business is lousy. My boss would run rum across the border if there was a profit in it. I don't ask passengers their names. We kiss them gently and help them in.
You know how many you had?
6.
Somebody must have jumped in. There are 7 here now.
Okay, 2 couples.
One of them didn't get off the bus.
Which one of you wasn't on the bus?
We were all on the bus. What kind of interrogation is this, anyway? If we're going to be grilled, I want to talk to a lawyer.
That's a good one. First he wants snowshoes, then he wants a lawyer.
I don't remember seeing you on the bus.
Did you hear anything flying over here tonight?
Flying over here?
If they want to be subtle.
Woman said she heard something fly over and then come down.
Fly over here?
This guy has a weird
From where?
face. This guy.
Nothing's come down from up there except snow. Well, that's all I've seen for the past 14 hours.
This is also a very
No.
weird looking guy.
Wait.
But then it's not weird
Look,
what
something
you're
did
looking
land in
for,
Tracy's
but
pond.
excessive
Trail of broken
normality.
branches to here.
You mean something landed in Tracy's pond and then came in here?
One person here. Tell you the truth, I don't know who got on.
She's just like a science fiction, that's what she is. A regular Ray Bradbury. Humans and one monster from outer space.
The eyes in this guy.
This isn't exactly par for our courses either. We go
Yeah.
off on a lot of nuttiest.
You pair off the couples. Since it's just one person who doesn't belong here, you eliminate the couples.
Cross us off. We're 2 other humans.
Us too. My wife and I. What's the matter?
I could have sworn you had a mole on your chin.
I can tell you what's going to happen. We're all going to get so panicky that everyone and his brother will start picking up invisible clues from everybody else.
Yeah, of course.
This is not...
The husband and wife suddenly start wondering whether the husband is really the husband and the wife is really...
Now, wait a minute. So I'll thank you to stop looking at me as if I'd just put on this face as part of a costume. I love this.
This guy.
You don't know who he is? And this lemon sucker here, he's the most suspicious of the bunch.
But
You got a back door to this place?
everyone would remember a
back there,
blonde, right?
So-
An elegant
That's certain
blonde.
some.
You got identification, Grandpa?
Left it down in the pond in my spaceship.
Who won the World Series race
This
last
guy's
year?
amazing.
What is it?
What's your name, miss?
Ethel McConnell, I'm a professional dancer.
How many legs? How many legs?
I'm gonna belt you, Grandpa.
She was on the bus.
How do you know?
She's the only one I noticed.
Well, thank you.
I made a point there.
But who Who noticed him? How did we know you're the same one driving the bus?
Good
Ain't nobody been
question.
exonerated?
The whole thing's ridiculous.
Then how do you explain the extra person in here?
Yes. How about that?
Very simple.
Miss.
Okay, that was random. Oh.
We may get a laugh out of all this in the morning. Everyone stay right where they are.
Sitting at the same spot for hours? No. This guy looks weird. Everyone looks weird in a way. Like, when you look for too much for normality, that can be also weird.
If that thing wants to start up all on its own, you'll check with an electrical engineer.
Poor people. You wouldn't look fresh, honey.
And I tell you, that bridge is so old that at any...
Hey, what is this?
Okay. Creepy.
Why did
We may be losing power.
Okay.
Maybe whoever it is invisible. Cat and mouse.
That is childish nonsense.
It is.
If somebody was to ask me,
Well, no one did ask you, no one will.
Why don't you leave the old man alone?
Who invited you into this?
Well, I didn't realize we were.
Well,
waiting
this
for the
guy's
invitation.
coming and slaying.
Thing
Enough just sitting here without...
Oh, shit. What?
Bridge is okay.
Okay.
Can't hold him.
you're making a big mistake, officer. You're letting a monster out.
Can't hold somebody on suspicion of being a monster. You can roll him in.
That was the county engineer. The bridge has been checked out and declared passable.
Could be one of the officers.
Coffee, black.
One coffee, black.
That bridge wasn't safe. It collapsed. The state police car, the bus, everything. It was a terrible scene. No one got out. Except me.
You're not even wet.
Wet. What's wet? Illusion, that's all. Just an illusion. Like that jukebox playing in the corner. That's an illusion, too.
What? What?
What are you, some kind of magician?
Who, me? Oh, hardly.
What?
I ought to explain that the name isn't really Ross. And I wasn't really going to Boston.
That's a great
No, I was sent
trick.
as a kind of- We haven't got a thing like this on Mars. That's incidentally where I come from. My friends will be arriving very shortly. Just the perfect spot for a colony, don't you think, Mr. Haley?
My name isn't Haley. And I do agree with you, this is an extraordinary place to colonize. And I think I really ought to tell you now that your friends are not coming. Oh, a colony is coming. But it's from Venus. And I think you'll see how we differ.
Oh no! It looks horrendous.
And I...
Incident on a small island. To be blue handles a spatula as if he'd been born with one in his... You better hold their hands, all three of them. Or check the color of their eyes. All
Three of them. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, this episode was like, so weird. I love this feeling at the beginning that you were gonna start doubting everyone on board. This reminded me a little to the Monsters Are Due on Maple Street because everyone starts doubting everyone. But here, you know, spirits were not so intense like in that episode, and it's the kind of episode that makes you suspect everyone. Like, you know, you don't know what to look for. There's this wacky old man that can turn his eyes to different directions. I need to Google about this guy. He's so weird and funny at the same time. and he's just not a normal person. So that's the first suspect. But then you start looking into the normality and maybe a normality excess that will make you suspect the other people, and some other excess like the blonde woman. Well, yeah, but what about the driver himself? What about the married couple? Any of them, they could have been. Even, the wife was suspecting her husband and all that. So, it is kind of interesting. I love this kind of games, but unfortunately for the Twilight Zone, we only get 25 minutes to develop a full story. So, apparently this is happening on Earth, but it's something between Mars and Venus, and they got this issue going. And in the meantime, the policemen, they never got a chance to tell who was who. Everyone died. This kind of makes me wonder then who was the engineer that said that the bridge was safe, because nobody survived it except for the Martian. So were all those human that just lost their lives, the police and the passengers of the bus, so all of these were 8-10 people dead? That's kind of a dark ending. And also knowing that we're just, a war zone for 2 other alien species. So yeah, this was very interesting, honestly. Okay, so let's see some trivia from IMDb. It's adorable, most adorable episodes of the Twilight Zone with some fun dialogue. Yeah, I totally agree. And amusing characters to break the tension of some creepy moments. There's the usual blonde vamp dancer. What's up with Serling fondness for that kind of character? She keeps showing up in various episodes. Jack Ellam's old man who totally steals the show. The light-hearted version of the Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, yeah. Or, yeah, a parody of The Thing, that could do. Seems, this, which one is it? I mean, this is a historical episode for where I can see. A lot of people like it. What a waste. What a waste? What? Will the real Martian please stand up is interesting for the most part. The ending's unusually empty though. The ending's unusually empty though. The interrogation just ends and they all are free to go and then die elsewhere. What was the bloody point? Just to show an extra arm and an extra eye, really? Okay, so yeah, someone was not happy. The first draft was entitled Night of the Big Rain. The second was called Nobody Here But Us Martians. Okay. Near the start, just after Rod Serling's intro, the name of the bus company is glimpsed on the side of the bus, Cayuga Bus Company, though the only C&O of company is actually visible in the Blu-ray release. This show was produced by Cayuga Production Company. Jack Grandpa Ellam was only 40 years old at the time this episode was made. Wow. The young married couple played by Jill Ellis and Ron Kipling had very short screen acting careers. Jill Ellis appeared in nothing else, making this her only credit, while Kipling was in only other 2 television guest spots. Okay. Oh, this episode takes place in February 1961. Okay, Bill Irwin, who plays one of the bus passengers stranded at the diner, would 33 years later receive an Emmy nomination for playing a grumpy old man on Seinfeld. Along with Lois Nettleton, Bill Irwin is the rare actor to appear on both The Twilight Zone and on Seinfeld. Okay. When the police are trying to find out who in the diner is a real Martian, the crazy man Avery exclaims, "Check 'em for wings, check 'em for wings, look under their coats." In the end, is revealed Ross, the businessman, is the true Martian, and he in fact was hiding something under his coat. But it wasn't wings, it was a third arm, yeah. This humorous little story becomes one of the deadliest Twilight Zone episodes, as all but 2 characters are dead by the end, with one of the 2 remaining facing certain doom along with his entire race. The survival of the entire human race is also uncertain. Yeah, because they are here and apparently they can kill very easily. So Jack Ellen, the guy that looked really crazy, he died in 2003. He was born in 1920. His eyes were like that. But he's so entertaining in this episode. I mean, of course you see this guy and you think this guy is weird as F. Of course, this is a Martian, but then you kind of like him. You don't want to be suspicious of him anymore because he's likable. In the end, it was two people that the ones that you probably wouldn't suspect the least. I didn't realize, but yeah, a lot of people die in this episode, where in others, nobody dies. Or if they die, it's really rare that they do. But, well, I mean, in Time Enough at Last, everybody else but the protagonist dies. So, yeah, that's kind of that's probably the one that I can recall has the more depth. That's, I guess. I like the episode. I understand why a lot of people like it. As I can see, it's a classic episode because it's the type of who is it? You know, that you want to be the detective. But like I said, unfortunately, these episodes only are 25 minutes long. So it's kind of difficult to, you know, develop a very well-structured mystery idea in such a short time. Anyway, I really enjoyed this episode, and this is how it concludes the viewers list. Remember that you can mention in the comments below what are your favorite episodes. If you want to see what are the playlists, I will leave a link where you will be able to see the 2 lists of episodes. I've already watched 20 episodes of the Twilight Zone from the 60s, and you can now start mentioning your favorite episodes to make a 3rd season with 10 more episodes from you, the viewers. Okay, so thank you for joining me in this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless and bye-bye.